So morning, and yeah, once again I'm being blocked from getting hold of universal credit, change of circumstance, things like that. Help my life progress yet again. Seems to keep happening, so I will have to pop and see him. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, people think, well, you must hate your wife, and I don't hate the woman. I love her. I married her. I've always loved her since 1994. It's kind of weird, isn't it? She's done nothing but destroy my life, all to save her druggy friends. They bullied her, they manipulated her, and then told her such rubbish just to hide the fact of what their lives are all about. Uh, we were harassed for years. I got us moved. We moved across town, and then we moved next to even worse pieces of garbage. Did nothing but bully Sarah Jane, pull her here, pull her there, get her to sign bits of paperwork, etc., which put her in serious amount of criminal offences basically, or prosecutable offences. And the fact of the matter is, they seem to think that I won't have it done. Well, I will. Because the simple thing is, you stand accountable for your actions. It's simple as that. You're a grown adult. You're supposed to be a parent. Our children are supposed to come first. Our marriage is supposed to come first, which is always what I put first. Safety of her and our children. Funny, 3 years later, and yet again I'm in danger now of losing everything again because I can't get to my universal credit account again. Things are still being hacked into, blocked. You've only got to look at my training to know that, well, everyone in the gym's going, what's going on, Chris? Your strength just seems to be disappearing. And yet I train. I don't overtrain, I never have. I train with scientific knowledge that's made me a champion all my life. And yet, once again, it's got to the point now where I do not enjoy my training anymore. How about that, Sarah Jane? I don't enjoy lifting. And yet I have to do it because it's what keeps my actual osteoarthritis from taking hold and crippling me and making me look like an old crippled old man. But no, it's one of those things. My children's lives have been built on a lie for the last 3 years. I guarantee they've been garnered every little gift from everyone just to keep them quiet so they don't know what, they're certainly not my friends anyway, what their mother's friends have done to our family, how they've destroyed it. This will have a knock-on effect for the rest of their lives. The amount of people involved is ridiculous. It's disgusting. It's like a conspiracy. It's ridiculous, isn't it? When I grew up, you could always trust your friends. I gave without any thought of consideration about what I would get back. I helped them selflessly all the time. Sometimes put helping my friends above what I needed to be doing myself and my own family because we were a group of friends. They're not family to me, none of them. I won't back a single one of them up ever. They're nasty, manipulative. They've had one of my oldest friends feed me rubbish for the better part of a year plus while I've been in Eastleigh, while he lives in Southampton, pretend he wasn't involved. Turning up and saying I'm 46 years old, which I am not, categorically. Believe me, I know I've been there for every one of my birthdays. Isn't it interesting? But yeah, the use of such ridiculous technologies that Sarah Jane knows about. Sarah Jane's father would know about them. Anyone who served in the military knows about them. I've spoken to umpteen actual experts in the field. Yeah, well, that's all outlawed technology, Chris. It's not allowed to be used. It's a capital crime. These are capital offences. Have I made this up? No. Did I do everything to safeguard my children and Sarah Jane? Yes, I did. Do I love Sarah Jane more than anything? Yeah, I always have and I always will. I'm not going to change who I am, nor allow other people to change who I am. It's called being an individual, a free-thinking adult. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, once again, another Christmas. This will be the fourth Christmas in a row without Sarah Jane and the children because of other people's toxic actual agendas. And that's all it is. Disgusting, nasty people who want to wreck people's homes, along with Child Social Services, the most disgusting organisation I've ever come across in my life. Coercing children, backing DUIs, preventing innocent fathers, and it is a lot of the time innocent fathers, from being anywhere near their children to fill their quota and get their actual payoff they get from the government. It's disgusting. I know various people who aren't near their children because of what's going on. It's a disgrace. This can't go on. This is literally a legal form of human trafficking by the government. It's disgusting. I've never come across such a horrible situation in my life. Now, I went through social services when I was a child, and yet I've had everything that happened to me as a kid used against me as if I did that to Sarah Jane and our kids. It's the biggest load of rubbish, and I'll stand in any court in the world. And I do have a self-petition for Strasbourg for this, which is the Human Rights Court. Now, I have no problem adding certain names to this now. Originally, it was set up for just the Tintagel lot for what they were doing. Now it turns out I have to add various things, even my wife's name to it, and possibly my daughter. Who knows? She's been coerced into actually breaching my GDPR. Imagine coercing a minor to breach someone's actual data protection, and it being done by somebody who works in a health insurance company, and her job is to protect GDPR, to protect people's data. Nothing's private in this country anymore. It's a disgrace. It's disgusting. This isn't private because this is me speaking on social media, wanting to do it, telling the truth. But this isn't done, is it? No, no, no. The truth is stopped by people who don't want it because it might affect their lives or their agendas. It's disgusting. Anyway, so now I'm going to have to go through probably another mess, so who knows. Whatever happens, I could well end up back in the bus station at this rate because I can't get through to the things I need to get done. Stop my CVs, stop my business, cost me 5-6 jobs in the last year. Jobs I earned the right and finally had that bit of paperwork. In 2022, I qualified to do a job that I know backwards and have proven myself to be not only a world-class athlete myself, but to be able to coach world-class athletes and make them better. In 2020, me and my protege went to a competition, came back, 15 British records between us? He was already a champion, but for me to come back after 20 years and I broke 5 British records that day, but I only claimed 4. And funny enough, it was on my wedding anniversary. Yeah, that's right, the 1st of March 2020. Look, see that? There's an actual tattoo there. No, it doesn't mean what I'm saying. If you look, it's a Batman tattoo. The date's there. Imagine that, dragging my wife to a competition on our wedding anniversary, which she was happy to go to. And then her turning around on the 14th of February 2022, knowing I was about to compete in a competition after 2 weeks training with a damaged back, to try and mess my head up. Signing something regards Sarah Jane. That's what 26 years are worth, Sarah Jane, is it? Is it really? A scrap bit of paper with a little note with loads of threats and ultimatums. Won't it be interesting to find out if she wrote it under duress or she wrote it willingly? What do you think, people? Am I wrong for still loving the woman I married for the rest of my life in front of her father and my grandfather? Interesting, isn't it? Anyway, I am training, but unfortunately my gym's going to shut for a refurb over the weekend, so I'm going to have to try and find some other way of training the next couple of weeks. Whilst possibly ending up back on the streets at this rate, who knows if I can get UC sorted. I'll be looking into that later today. Once again, though, people hacking and messing up my life, like they cost me my life in Andover, they cost my life in Cornwall, they cost my life in, Amesbury, in Southampton, and I've been in Eastleigh since what? April, March 2023? These people in this town have looked after me and taken care of me, and I'm indebted to them. So we'll see what happens now, won't we, guys? Stay tuned. Check out the YouTube channel, Original.Big.Gorillah with a H at the end. It is my own trademark. It belongs to me. Have a look at the training, the old ones, and see the new ones. I've done nothing but get in better shape, physically, mentally. I've always been in good shape mentally. That's the best bit about this whole thing. I wonder how many people have tried to use that as an excuse. Oh, we didn't know. You do, though. That's the difference. See you soon, guys. Oh, yeah, check the TikTok out a little bit more as well. It might sound like a dodgy spy story, but it's all real. And that should scare everyone.